Hello everyone, this is FabvL, and today we have a new FabvL After Hours song. This has dropped alongside all the other songs that I'm reacting to this weekend while NPC is going on. So like other reactors aren't going to be able to get to reacting to these songs in a timely fashion because of the fact that they're in North Carolina celebrating with the artists. Meanwhile, I'm over here in Oregon just kind of chilling because I am broke as hell and I do not have the money to fly out and spend an entire like 4 or 5 days away from home and work. So I'm going to use that time productively and, you know, react to stuff. Link will be in the description below if you want to watch this without my commentary. This is a Rainbow Friends 2 song, The Darker Side of Me, featuring Rockit Music, who will also be reacted to later on. So, you know, go like, comment, and subscribe to both of those channels, to all three of the channels technically, because you know this is 2 FabvL channels plus a Rockit Music channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. So that's a way of opening up a song. FabvL has already set the tone. So for context, I don't know anything about Rainbow Friends outside of like the information I gleaned from the reactions that I've done in the past, specifically to Rockit Music. But they've, I think, I've had a couple other songs reacted to that people have filled me in on as well. I know for sure. The Red song that Rockit Music, that really like gave me a lot of insight into what all this is about, because a lot of people filled me in on what I was missing. So I know a little bit. I know, like, I believe it's Red created the other Rainbow Friends is what people have been telling me. So correct me if I'm wrong about that. But I distinctly recall a lot of people, like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 people who commented mentioned that Red created the other Rainbow Friends. So yeah, that in and of itself is kind of twisted. And I remember reacting to Rockit Music song and saying, okay, so like Red has this somewhat playful nature, but he also has a bit of a psychotic mad scientist aspect to him. And all these creatures seemed really messed up in one way, shape, or form, probably due to the way that they were created. But again, since I don't know anything about Rainbow Friends, I don't know the greater context of things. So please, I implore you, inform me kindly in the comments below, so that way I can learn more about it, because I know that other Rainbow Friends songs are coming. I'm almost positive about that. It's not just going to be these next 2 and that's it. So I would like to learn some of the lore. I don't have time to play the games because I work 50 hours a week and I've been so busy lately. I can't even live stream like I was hoping for. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, if you can inform me on what's going on in the games, that would be very beneficial. But getting back to what FabvL was just doing, if that's the chorus, that is an insane chorus to start this song off. That is absolutely nuts. So I'm kind of curious as to exactly how Rockit's going to follow that, or what FabvL is going to do in addition. My whole life I've just been trying to run away. Also, is just me, or does that sound really quiet? Yeah, it is really quiet. There we go. There we go. I'm going to rewind that a little bit. Okay, now that's too loud. That's better. My whole life I've just been trying to run away. Never cared about what anyone was saying, 'cause they never had the heart to me. They never really cared. Never cared. For the broken heart. We'll be there. Just to watch you fall again. Let the colors guide the thoughts inside.
refuse to fall again. Let us come lend a helping hand. Let's live forever, won't you stay? We all live in an odd world, and we don't know anything to anyone. Just open up your eyes and watch us light. And then you see the darker side of me.
I love FabvL After Hours, and I love the way that FabvL is able to take the things that he kind of experiments with. And I've noticed this since he started doing FabvL After Hours. He's taking elements of the different projects that he has created over here, which have a completely different sound, a completely different tone, unlike his anime tracks, because of the fact that they are focused on a game. And as I've mentioned before, either on Divide's channel, Lantern Hollow, or on other FabvL After Hours tracks, the tones of these songs from both FabvL and Divide, when they do them on these alternative, secondary channels, they have all of the elements that make them successful on the main channels, but with the added little bit of experimentation. Like, it's not just that he's throwing things at a wall and seeing what sticks. It is that he is crafting new and interesting ways of approaching different subjects and then presenting them to us in ways that not only are we not really expecting, but we haven't really heard before from them. But yet, at the same time, it is still very, very distinctly FabvL or Divide. And this entire section right here that we just heard, ranging from the chorus to that first verse, and then back to the chorus, like, all of that just screams FabvL, but the different instrumental, the more interesting, like, wordplay, because of the fact that the game, it's a little bit more vague and a little bit more, I don't want to say obtuse, but, like, just different. It's not very specific compared to, like, some of the lyrics that you hear in a normal FabvL song. Like, it makes it feel different. The performance is the same, but between the more interesting instrumental, which I'm assuming FabvL did, but maybe Rockit helped him out. Yeah, so FabvL did all of the production and all the everything except for the vocal performance. He had Rockit on there. Okay, so yeah, his entire, like, technique for approaching these songs is always different and always interesting compared to how he approaches them on his main channel, and I love it. I love it. It gives the secondary channel, gives FabvL After Hours such a unique and interesting vibe compared to his main channel. And I only hope that he continues with it, because these songs are some of his best, like, just hands down, performance wise and structurally. It's just some of his best.
I've been alone, been tucked away along the sidelines. Keep my wits about me, knowing nothing might try. Everybody wants a part of me. Everybody wants a part of me. Don't front out what they don't bring. My demons roar, but they don't sing. Everybody seems to talk, but they don't think. Breaking every other method, I'm wrecking the records, and they won't win. We live in an odd world. Scrap that when you say that it's our world. No, fuck that. In fact, it's my world, and I'm spiraling down like a virus. I will fight back. I'm breaking every bone. Everybody dropped is my way to be alone. Buzzing for the neon lights. I need a friend. Waiting for the end.
Raindrops.
Whoa, 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 whoa. No. What was that? I've heard a lot of Rockit music songs. Like, I've heard a lot of them. I haven't heard every one, I admit, but I've heard a lot of them. And I've said this before on many of Rockit's own reactions, that the entire channel of Rockit Music, I don't know how many people work at Rockit. I don't know if it's just one guy like it is for most nerdcore artists, or if it's a collection of guys like it is over at Nerdcore, or what do you call it, Nerd Out. But, like, I don't know how many people work on the Rockit channel. I don't know if there's a lot of producers, if there's a lot of singers. I like songwriters. I don't know. But I've never heard Rockit pop off like that before. I'm going to rewind because I want to hear that entire verse again, because that took me by complete surprise. Like, everything about that was just, think it starts just after this, because I think I was at 1:36 when I paused it before. But anyway, yeah, no, I haven't heard him explode like that before. I've never heard him rap like that before. I've never heard any kind of vibe from any of his songs like that before. Maybe he has, and I just have never encountered it. But that was new to me. And that was incredible. That was freaking impressive. I'm trying not to swear because I want to get paid. But it's difficult when you hear like a masterpiece verse like that.
You see the darker side of me.
I've been alone, been tucked away along the sidelines. Keep my wits about me, knowing nothing might try. Everybody wants a part of me.
Everybody wants a part of me.
Also, I don't think I've ever heard Rockit do that before, with like the ramp up into like the almost screaming vocals. I'm sure he has done that, but I haven't heard it before. And then the rap. Yeah, no, like I said before, the rap, that's new to me.
Don't front what they don't bring. My demons roar, but they don't sing. Everybody seems to talk, but they don't think. Breaking every other method, I'm wrecking the record, so they won't win. We live in an odd world. Scrap that when you say that it's our world. No, fuck that. In fact, it's my world, and I'm spiraling down like a virus. I will
Fight back, I'm breaking every bone. Everybody dropped, is my way to be alone. Buzzing for the neon lights, I need a friend. Waiting for the end.
Raindrops refuse to fall again. Let us come lend a helping hand. Let's live forever, won't you? Stay! We all live in an odd world, and we don't know anything to anyone. Just open up your eyes and watch us live. And then you see the darker side of me.
These new like animated music videos and these songs that are crafted over these like indie games. I know it really started with Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, I'm sure that there were other indie games that like really did this before, but like Five Nights at Freddy's is what really got it popular. With like, you know, CG5, Mando Pony, which I'm pretty sure Mando Pony is kind of a cursed name nowadays, but like, anyway, I hate to say it, but like, and of course JT Music, but like, I hate to say it, but like, you know, some of these artists, whether they've been disgraced or not, are what kind of built up the whole like indie game music genre that we hear today for like the music portion of nerdcore. And it's like on the foundation that they laid down that we get the newer artists that are jumping in, like FabvL. He used to do a lot of video game stuff, then he transitioned explicitly to anime, and now he's getting back into the music, the video game stuff for his music. And I have to say it, he's one of the best ones out there for the video game music. Hands down. If you have not heard his Five Nights at Freddy's song, if you have not heard his Poppy's Playtime song, the Garden of Bonbon song, which I got roasted for in the comics because I was calling it Bonbon, the Garden of Bonbon song, also, again, one of the best songs out there for anime, or not for non-anime nerdcore. If you had not heard them, they're on the same level as this. And that is phenomenal, which means that FabvL can only get better. Even if he just stays the same quality, this is top tier. This is S rank. This is beyond anything that you could potentially hope for from a nerdcore song, especially one that's for the indie video game scene. The only people that, in my opinion, can actually touch this right now when it comes to this kind of quality, JT Music. But even then, at least for me, some of his music is hit and miss, and the reason why I don't react to it isn't because I don't like it. It's because, unlike most other nerdcore artists, like, that's an instant copyright violation for me, or a copyright notification. I cannot monetize those videos at all. And as much as I would like to, like, I will only do like JT Music reactions on request nowadays. Now that I actually am trying to get paid, because otherwise it's building popularity, but it's not generating revenue. And I really want to cut back my hours at my current job, and I kind of need to keep the momentum going with the monetization for here. So like, if you guys want to have me listen to JT Music songs, yeah, like request them. I don't listen to them on a regular basis. So like, there's a lot of songs that he's come out with that I haven't heard. But anyway, yeah, if you want to hear me listen to them, request them, because I'm not going to naturally do it. But like JT Music, from time to time, there's some of his songs are top tier and some of those songs are like, you know, mid tier, depends on the topic. Then you've got like FabvL, Dan Bull, Stipendium, and when it comes to like doing the indie games, that's really it. Like those are the four top channels, I think, right now. I would say Miracle of Sound or Aviators, but they do more popular AAA titles. They're not really focused on the indie game stuff, so I can't really include them on the indie game nerdcore roster. But yeah, for those are my top four favorites for the indie games scene. Is FabvL After Hours, and Rockit Music. So top five: FabvL After Hours, Rockit Music, Stipendium, Dan Bull, and JT Music. So, yeah, you don't get better than those five, honestly. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this up because I'm just babbling now. This was not meant to be a 17-minute recording, but I was just so blown away that I just had to talk. Thank you for joining me. If you're still around, I really appreciate it. I am FabvL 12, and I will see you in the next video.